Hey guys, this is Illini4life here, and we've got episode 14 of your favorite Illini4life Universe. We'll start with questions. First question is from Viking Zone 18. His question is, how do you feel about the song Turn My Swag On? I don't really like Soulja Boy, but I do like that song. It is a good song. Second question is from College Football Over 3 Sucks, and this is for Trent, but I don't have Trent on during questions. A while back he asked if Trent wanted to be on NASCAR Talk, so now he's asking how it will work. He says, Trent, my boy, is 3:15 on March 3rd work for you for NASCAR Talk? I will ask him. I will see. Alright, the last question is from Mukow002. His question is there something seriously wrong with Chip? Why does everyone think that there is something wrong with Chip? Chip is a great guy. What is wrong with Chip? Chip is awesome. I think Chip is so fun. What can be wrong with him? Alright, that's it for questions, everybody. Now, we will go back to our Illini Bulls every week schedule. I think next week we'll talk about the Blackhawks again, though. Okay, everybody, before we get started, I've got a question for you, Trent, that College Football Over 3 asked during the questions. He asked if you wanted to be on NASCAR Talk on March 3rd at 3:15.
I would love to. That sounds spectacular. I'll be there. I'll be there.
Oh, and in case you guys all don't remember, I think it was Badgers Packers 12 who asked Trent if he wanted his ticket to the Daytona 500. Well, that transaction did happen, and Trent did attend the Daytona 500. How was it?
It was spectacular. One of the best sporting experiences of all time. It was such a memorable game because if you see what happened, there was just so many different crazy events other than just the race. First, the huge rain delay, just delaying, waiting for the race to start. It just lasted. And then there was the explosion of fire and flames. It was scary, and all of this was happening. The race hadn't even started yet, and the race, it was a good one, down to the wire as usual. Matt Kenseth won it all. I didn't want him to win it all, but he did. I'm okay with that, but the real deal is the fact that just one of the games I was able to attend was a memorable one, and how great is NASCAR when you can go to the Daytona 500 and watch Dale Earnhardt Jr. come second place, Greg Biffle third place, and it wasn't a great day for guys like Tony Stewart, but that's why they race, because you never know what can happen. And well, let's just say it was a memorable one. Jeff Gordon, sad to see him finish so poorly. Same with Kurt Busch. They both did very bad, but I'm satisfied just for being there. The experience. It was great to be there. It was great to be a NASCAR fan. Being able to watch that and just flourish in the moment of NASCAR history. One of the most memorable, exciting NASCAR races just ever. I'm so glad I was there. This is just great. NASCAR is really, really exciting. The Daytona 500 was one of the best Daytona 500 ever. Jeez.
Yeah, I was not there with you, but I did watch it. It was pretty entertaining with all the twists and just unique stuff that's never happened before. And I know it was a great time, but we got to move on to the Illini. The Illini on Sunday played Iowa the day after my birthday, and I said the only birthday present I want is for them to beat Iowa, and they did. They got themselves back on track, and they beat the streaking Hawkeyes, and we are back on track, and we are looking to get to the tournament.
Yes, Iowa is a joke, and we beat them as such. Myers Leonard had a great performance. He looked dominant. This is Myers Leonard that we all know. Just a great win for us, and we're back, and we're hot now. Watch out, Big Ten.
Yeah, they definitely need to watch out, and the teams that would need to watch out are the ranked teams, and our last two games are against ranked teams. On Thursday, which is senior night, and we have two seniors, Tyler Griffey and Gene Salas. In my last episode, I messed that up. I thought we only had one. I knew of Gene Salas. I just did not realize he was a senior. I believe he's a walk-on. He never plays, and it would be great to see him play on senior night.
Yes, it would. I think he should start because we've been going through a lot of different starting lineups lately, and I think just a senior being able to start on his last ever home game, you don't have to play him a lot, but just the feeling of getting your name called for home court, Assembly Hall, is the greatest in the world.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. If I were a coach in college, that would be my tradition on senior night, to start all the seniors. I think they do that at North Carolina. And I do know the feeling, like in high school, when your name is called for the starting lineup, it is a really special feeling. And I'm sure he wants to feel that at the college level. And I can just imagine it's a great feeling. And I think he deserves it for sticking with us for so long and trying so hard every day.
Yes, seniors rule, and that's all there is to it. I hope they do that.
I think it would be a great tribute. So we'll beat Michigan because we're hot and they're not. And then Sunday we play at Wisconsin. That's a tough place to play, but not as tough as it used to be because Iowa beat them at Wisconsin and so did Marquette. So we'll win that.
Yeah, we win that.
So if we win there, if we win those next two games, we should be one of the last teams in the tournament, according to Joe Lunardi. And then if we can win a game or two in the Big Ten tournament, we should solidify our spot in the tourney.
Yes, I think we're in no matter what, really. I don't think anything can keep us from making the tournament, especially if we win out. I think we're going to make it far in the Big Ten tournament, first of all, because we're just that kind of team that gets hot at the right moment. We're that team. And then once the tournament comes around, anything can happen, and I really have confidence that this Illini team can run the table, win it all, just like what UConn did last year.
Yeah, I agree. We have that UConn-like story. We were hot at the beginning of the year, and then in conference we struggled. But then if we win the Big Ten tournament, and we definitely have more talent than that UConn team. They had Kemba, but we have three guys that are almost as good as him, if not better.
Yes, we have the talent, first of all, and we have the ability. We have Illini pride on our side. We can win it all with ease if we get to play with our top game, which can happen with the snap of a finger.
Yeah, we just need a chance, and then we will flourish. That is all I've got to say about that. Now,
yes, I agree.
Now we will talk about All-Star Weekend because there was not a lot of Bulls action in the last week.
Yep.
All right, so All-Star Weekend was a good one. We're not going to talk about the celebrity game because that's just stupid. But the Rising Stars competition, that was pretty entertaining. That's a game where you don't really care who wins. You just want to see some crazy dunks. And we got that. And then the real stuff started on Saturday. We had...
Yes, it was...
Oh, you go.
It was a great All-Star week. Filled with dunks and great shots. Loved winning the three-point shot competition somehow. And it ended with Western Conference winning, unfortunately, because I root for the East. But it was a good game to watch.
Yeah, I was getting very, very frustrated at first with the All-Star game, and I almost didn't watch the whole thing because I think in the All-Star game, you shouldn't play lockdown defense. Like, it should be entertaining, but I don't think you should just let them go right by you and score.
Yes, but I think also the All-Star game needs more importance. Alright, when teams don't play defense, it has to do with them not wanting to get hurt. But they would try harder if it had significance relating to the rest of the NBA season. I think they need to do what the MLB does. The winner of the All-Star game gets home court advantage in the finals.
I think that could work, but there's a lot of people who don't like that in the majors. So I don't know. I don't know how that would work. I kind of like how it is now because they used to make it work. It was competitive.
Yeah, but I think that the more a team wins by, the more home games they get in the finals.
I don't know if I agree with you on that, but the game was going in the West's favor at first because they were actually playing some defense and they were getting steals. And at first I was almost rooting for the West because they were actually trying. They weren't being a bunch of babies. They were out there trying to make plays on defense.
Yeah, I agree with that. They were trying hard and they won.
And so our Bulls All-Stars, they didn't play a lot. At first, I didn't realize why, but then I realized Thibodeau's the coach, so he's not going to overwork Dang and Rose for an All-Star game. So
exactly, because he's smart.
Yeah, so that was good. Rose played 18 minutes, but he scored 14 points, and he's the one who sparked the comeback.
It's not LeBron, it was all Derrick Rose. LeBron would be nothing in this game if it weren't for Rose setting him up.
LeBron did have a great game, but they didn't start coming back until Rose came in. He had a couple threes, and he was out there. He was trying. And what I liked about Rose this weekend was when they did the introductions at first, everyone came out and they were dancing and they were, doing all that stuff. And Rose was out there being as professional as you can possibly be because he's there to play ball. He's not there to dance. Yeah. He's there to play basketball.
That is why LeBron will never win a championship. He doesn't take it seriously. He just thinks, it's out on the court having fun with your kids. No, this is a serious game. You have to take it seriously sometimes, LeBron, and you failed to do that.
And the game ended. It was very close. LeBron choked, as usual. He did have a fantastic game, but it doesn't matter unless you finish. And what were they, down 1? They were down 2, and he threw the ball away. And then Kobe made 1 of 2, and he didn't take the last 3, but they could have had a chance to win, and he threw the ball away.
Yes, he ruined it. He ruined the great All-Star ending. I wanted to see a shot attempted at least, a better shot. He should have taken it himself if he's Mr. Leader. Then he tried to pass it to who? Blake Griffin? He's not on your team, LeBron. What are you thinking?
And the thing is, normally I wouldn't care. Normally it wouldn't be a big deal because it's an All-Star game and it's not worth anything. But LeBron has a history.
Yes.
He had 36 points. He got really hot. 6 threes, but he choked at the end. Luol Deng, he only played 6 minutes. That's the least of anyone except for Steve Nash and Andrew Bynum for the entire All-Star team for both teams. And he didn't score. And out of all the starters, Rose had the least amount of minutes by far. He had 18. The next lowest was 30 for the starters for the East.
Yes, a lot of people thought Rose and Deng would get a lot of playing time because Thibodeau was the coach. But no, he's smarter than that. He doesn't want to get his players injured for the real games. He wants them to be well prepared and play, but not enough to really overwork them.
Yeah, and I liked that a lot. It confused me at first, but then once I thought about it, I realized he was doing the right thing. And Rose's plus minus, it was 1 because at first he was they were playing really badly, but his plus minus when they started making the comeback had to be like plus 10.
Yeah, because he's that good. That's all that matters. And we should have won the All-Star game if Rose would have played more. The East would have won.
Yeah, he was taking it seriously. If he would have played more, we would have won. But an All-Star game victory is not worth Rose getting hurt because he's had an injury-filled season.
Exactly. We need to keep him healthy, for the real games called the playoffs and the finals, which we will make, and for winning the game.
I agree with you there. He made the right decision, and I respect him for it. So that is it for the All-Star Weekend. What is your final word?
My final word is about the All-Star game. It's about the dunk contest. People have criticized the dunk contest for not having enough superstars or being too boring and bland, but I think it differently. I think the dunk contest is one of the best parts of the All-Star game, where it just shows that no-name players can show their real talent and how hard it is to be in the NBA, that they're not even a starter, and they can make dunks like that.
Good final word. My final word is, it is PTI, which is what I'm watching right now. It is one of my favorite shows. Mike Wilbon is on the show, and he is from Chicago, and I like him. It is a great show.
Yeah.
I love it.
You already said that as your final word.
No, I said Wilbon.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's for PTI.
I gotcha.
Alright, so, thank you for that, Trent.
You're welcome.
That's it for this episode, everybody. Try to do better next week, like they say on PTI. And
Yeah.
Illini4life signing off.